Michael, I'll just keep gold blooming.
Okay, yeah, no, I've started it. Hello, welcome to Taking a Springpeek Session 9, or Part 9, or whatever. It's been 9 times we've done this now. I am the host and DM, Michael, and with me today is Rose, who played Ciara, Callie, who played Keiku, Jarek, who played Billion, Mel, who played Fleer, and Matt, who played Gilla. We have everybody here today. Hello, everybody.
Woo-woo.
I want you to know I waved when you introduced me.
As you should, honestly. So the reason we have everybody here today is because it's a very special Spring Peak, because last week marked not only our first one shot, but also 1 year of this campaign. So first of all, I want to thank everybody for sticking with this for a year.
You're welcome.
And I know, Jerry, you didn't start a year ago, but you did listen to all the episodes, so that was at least you experienced it just as much.
It'll be a year for me in like
Couple months.
2
Yeah,
months?
couple
Yeah.
months. So you've been in here almost the whole time. Either way. I just wanted to thank you all because it's been an incredible year. I'm very happy to have finally pushed myself to do this campaign, and the fact that everybody's been enjoying it just makes me feel really good about myself. So, yeah. Let's start with the woman of the hour tonight, Callie.
Oh, what?
How was playing Keiku again for you?
Honestly, I forgot how to be a bird.
That's fair. You have been a not bird for a long time now.
Yeah, long time.
You've actually played Kashana longer than Keiku at this point.
Yeah, that's true. It was definitely very weird going back to Keiku. It was really fucking weird.
I can imagine. Was it nice though?
It was nice. It's nice to play a character that doesn't mean to be an asshole. But Keiku's very different from Kashana, so it was refreshing in that I now feel more charged to play Kashana more, but I was also very confused on what the fuck to say and do.
Fair. Did you enjoy getting to see Delphi again? Because that's kind of what I was looking forward to.
That was probably the best part, honestly. No offense to everybody, but getting to see my son.
Yeah.
Making sure he was still in trouble.
I think just knowing that Keiku is still doing good.
Yeah, I'm rich.
Yeah, I honestly, in the long run, it was better for her to do this than to continue with the party.
Honestly, yes.
At least monetary wise, like with her goal being I'm raising a child. It probably worked out. Although the money's going to slow down now that the rules have been instated, unless you keep getting people that are maybe breaking the rules. Who knows?
Well, I think for Keiku, like, she made enough to survive off of, hopefully, and...
Oh yeah, she is solid. I mean,
Her-
your entire group there, how much money did you make? You had 30 up front and then like 120 after?
Yeah, it was like almost 200, I think.
Yeah, and like as we stated for Keiku, 30 gold is basically enough for a month's rent plus food. So, yeah, you guys made some good money. That farmer was desperate to get rid of those bears.
Yeah, and we don't even know how much she made off of after with the, like, furs and stuff.
Yeah, so you Keiku's doing good. She's got her own little business. Eventually, she's probably going to start branding a company, maybe. Who knows?
Possibly. Entrepreneur.
So, we'll just keep going down the list here. Rose.
Hi.
Hello. I know Ciara was technically a character that you had built before, but please give me your basic inspiration for her as well as your general thoughts on the one shot.
Oh lord. God. The inspiration's hard because that means I have to remember years ago.
I mean, you can even just talk about the inspiration for why you wanted to put her in here.
Oh, get on the boat on the Tace.
Beautiful.
You're constantly complaining about wanting us to get on the boat, so I was like, oh, it'd be really funny if I played a pirate or a sailor or something that's on a boat as like kind of like a haha, and then I was like, oh, she's also a Ganassi. And she's like the complete opposite. Okay, I'm doing that now.
So if I need you to, for whatever reason, make another character, is it going to be a fire or air Ganassi?
You know what? I'll commit to that right now. I will play one of each type of Ganassi.
Nice.
If
That's
I ever
fun.
have to make 2 more characters, I will have a Ganassi of each type in this world.
I mean, at the very least, in the next campaign, you could if you wanted.
And what's funny is I've played a Ganassi of each type before. The only one I don't have art for is the fire, so I'm ready.
All right, so that's fun. But yeah, what was your general thoughts on the one shot? I've never done a one shot before, so.
It was good. It was actually a one shot, which doesn't happen very often.
Yeah, it was very much just I planned these 2 little encounters.
They usually end up taking longer than 2 sessions. Or like longer than 1 session, at least 2. But it was good. It was fun. It was quick. Everybody kind of got to show off what their new child was about. I got to rip a bear's teeth out of its mouth. That was fun.
You did.
Yeah, it was good. You did a good job.
Thanks.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Matt.
Yes.
Please tell us where Gilla came from.
Well, I just wanted to play a ranger, and, well, not basically a ranger. I was going with, okay, what class and what race have I not been yet?
Good idea, yeah.
That's pretty much how my characters keep coming about. It's like, okay, I've done human paladin, I have done elf rogue. What next? I've got like a backup fighter, something else. Like, I don't know.
So are you trying to like hit all of the classic races before moving on to some of the more wild ones, or just kind of whatever you're feeling?
Just kind of whatever I'm feeling, what I feel might fit well in words.
In the world or the party?
In whatever class I think I'm using.
Yeah. But it's really fun when you throw in there like class races that don't particularly match. That's always fun too.
Yeah. Goliath fighter, that's what it is. And then I had the Halloween one shot like 2 years ago, the Tiefling Barbarian.
That's a fun combination. But yeah. No, I did need to ask, at what point did you decide on that voice?
Pretty much right when you asked me, or pretty much like right when I spoke with him for the first time.
Good. That's the best way to do it, and it came out great.
Can I ask about the helmet?
Yes. That was kind of a me thing.
Yeah, when I made Gilla, I picked randomly from like the like character portraits Beyond had, and the one I picked had this like kind of big helmet on him.
Yeah, it looked giant, like from the small icon.
Then, of course, when I went to do the pick crew of Gilla, I specifically looked for a helmet, and when I found it, it actually did not fit on the character model's head. The hair was actually sticking out of it, so I had to actually enlarge it. So
it worked out perfectly, and it is a great character like notion of having a giant helmet. It's fun stuff like that I love with character designs. Yeah. So Mel.
Whoa.
You just were able to get your character built. As the
Like a week to spare.
Yeah, as the race was just released. But leading up to that, please tell me what your inspiration for Fleur was. Fleer, and I'll never be able to say the name properly probably, but I'll keep trying.
Just have to change how it's spelled, apparently. My inspiration was I love bards a lot, and I've always wanted to play a bard. But also, I am surrounded by rabbits all day, every day.
Yeah.
I love them so very much. I was really excited when I heard they were coming out with a rabbit class. It was my heart and soul, so naturally.
Right. And at what point did you decide to include the tarot cards into that?
When I chose the class. What is it called? Is it a class? What the fuck?
Yep.
Yeah.
Or subclass.
Yep.
That's
Oh,
the
it's a-
one, subclass, yes. Yeah. I've had these cards, I actually have them right in front of me. I've had these cards for like, what is it, Jared, like 2 years? Year and a half? I don't know. They were a Christmas gift a while ago.
Yeah, no, it worked out really nice. You were really able to like really build that story out very well for like getting stories for your family and stuff. And the fact that you decided to go with the tarot that all has basic stories behind them as well worked. The theming for your character is just very immaculate.
Thank you. Most of it was on the fly in the week leading up.
Yeah, I mean, it was a one-shot, and even though we knew the one-shot was coming, it still was a matter of, well, it's not like we have months to prepare these characters, so...
It's mostly because I couldn't really build the character until a week leading up.
Yeah,
so there was a lot of
that's true.
odd ends. Like, I had the basic concept. I had the concept for ever since you had said what it was, but I didn't know the subclass or anything until I could actually build the character.
Yeah. We were going to plan on doing some sort of homebrew thing to get you to be a rabbit if it didn't come out in time.
Yes.
Or something. We were going to make it work either way. But yeah. I'm glad it worked out. I'm glad she could be here. A lot of good imagery of her sitting on Ciara's shoulders.
I enjoyed that very much.
Did you have a favorite part of the one shot?
I mean, all of it.
Fair.
I know that's never an answer, but it's the answer. Like, that's all of it was really enjoyable. There wasn't really a moment where I was bored or I felt like it was lacking in anything.
Okay. And then last but not least, Jer,
Hello.
please give us a little bit of information on the inspiration for Giant Buff Lady Orc.
Okay, well, okay, so I knew beforehand that I wanted to play a monk because I've always wanted to get into the class just because of like Beauregard from Critical Role, obviously. So I mean that was where that came from originally. And then I made a joke to Michael. I was like, I'm just gonna play as somebody who wants to go back to the town that we were just in our actual game, where Lore basically went and like hung out with that buff lady and then like told her a bunch of stuff and then fucked off. Like I felt so bad that we like just left her, so I was like, I'm gonna make somebody who's gonna go there and like join her as a joke. And then I just was like, haha, it's not a joke anymore. I just did that.
Yeah,
So that's
basically
definitely not
while the other
Billion was
party
doing.
was fighting the gnolls, she woke up to no one coming back.
Hmm.
Yeah. So-
Yeah, I feel guilty, so maybe Billion will make her way there one day. But that was essentially the goof, and then I just made my lovely buff orc lady.
And monks are interesting. I think they're probably one of the more technically, or at least has like the most stuff going on of the classes I've seen so far. Because you have like a million things you can do with your key points.
Yeah, I'm so glad that you helped me because like I did not understand going in, but it was really fun. I would definitely play monk again. That was fun.
Do you think you see Billion heading up to that orc lady, or do you think she'll maybe stick with this group of people, which we can talk to about later, but which do you kind of see more happening?
I think she'd probably whichever one has more money in it. I know she doesn't want like a permanent, like she probably wouldn't go there and stay there permanently. She just kind of trying to make a bunch of money and then would go back like home eventually. So I think probably stay with the group because they're kind of making bank at the moment.
And we found out that she had been arrested and put in prison for a while for tax fraud. Do you see that happening again?
For tax fraud? No, that's why she's trying to make up money.
Okay. No more tax
She's literally trying
fraud.
to go back to her brother, yeah, so she doesn't get arrested again.
thankfully, it's harder for someone to get arrested for tax fraud when they're moving around so much in a semi-medieval world.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I'm glad you guys all had good thoughts on these characters. I do want to go one more time around. Callie, aside from yours, who's your favorite character out of the one-shots?
Oh.
And everyone else who can think about this as well.
Fuck. I liked everyone for different reasons, but I think Matt's character won me over with his dumbass lawyer.
Fair enough. Rose, favorite?
Well, I was gonna say Gila, but now I feel like I have to say something else.
No, you can say Gila. If everyone loves Gila, then everyone loves Gila.
Well, I'm the same. I like everybody for different reasons, but Gila's dumb voice makes me so happy.
I accept this. Matt, you can't say Gila.
I was going to say, I'm going to butcher this. Fier?
Yeah. Fleer.
Fleer.
Awesome. And then Mel?
Billion.
Billion.
You have a buff orc lady in front of me and expect me not to be gay. I'm sorry.
It's unfortunate that Velky never got to
Yep,
meet
same.
the buff orc lady from
I'm
Morganwald.
sad.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would have loved her. She
Okay.
was great.
Then Jer?
Well, I loved everybody for different reasons, but I gotta go with Ciara. She's great.
Yeah. There we
I
go.
love a
See,
feral woman.
everyone got involved for the one-shot characters. So, and just to get a general round, everyone's favorite Kenku?
Oh, Keiku.
Oh, Keku.
There's only one option.
Actually, like the one that was depicted in one of those broken stone statues.
You know what? Rose?
Underwater.
I know where you live, and I have 3 days off, you bitch.
Come get me.
I'll come get you.
Okay, so there's two options, but there's only one
Yeah,
option
man.
apparently.
Yeah.
Or else Callie is angry.
I'm gay.
I mean, you're eventually going to meet other Kenku. Well, I mean, I guess I can't say that for certain. I'm not going to drop Kenku in the middle of the road for you guys to interact with. They're definitely somewhere in the world. This was a general question. I'm absolutely fine if everyone talks over each other. Did y'all figure out why I made you roll initiative at the very start?
To figure out what order to introduce us?
To see who what order we got to the farmer in.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I nat 1 and I showed up last.
Yep.
Yeah, because I topped out and was introduced first.
Yep.
Sure, I'm glad that people thought about that because I just let it happen and did not think about it or figure it out.
I did think about letting those ride for the encounters as well, but no, that was
Thank you for not making me
I
go
mean, it
last.
wouldn't have mattered for me anyway. I was rolling like shit.
I was rolling like gold, so.
yeah. No, yeah, it was definitely I was just like, who got there first? Just to see, because it'd been fun to because since the starting perspective was based off of Keiku, it'd be like, does she get there before everyone else, or does everyone arrive before her? And it was just kind of, she got in the middle. She got there in the middle, and yeah.
Sounds about right.
I mean, you had to drop off a kid at school.
Apparently.
So, apparently. Unless you have Delphi walk to school. That's also probably viable. It's within walking distance.
Depends. It depends.
Yeah.
Are we just gonna skid over the apparently pun, or
Yes.
yes?
Yep.
Apparent.
Lee.
I'm glad that Keiku's last name is Lee now.
Has Keiku decided on a last name, or is it still just Keiku?
What the fuck's the last name?
Yeah, how many characters here have last names?
Zin?
Are we just talking about one shot, or are we
No,
talking
in
about
general. In general.
Lore has a last
Kashana
name.
has one.
Elky has one now.
Neither of my characters have last names.
Is that pretty normal for Ganassi, though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ganassi don't normally have last names. They're just named some kind of punny name based on their element.
Right. So I guess it's kind of more common now for last names than not. With the exception of Velky, who has now just recently gotten one.
No, he always had one. I just didn't think of it, and then he forgot it.
Yeah.
You know, I
Well-
have reasons. I made reasons up. Don't worry about
Trauma.
it.
It makes it hard.
I'm glad he's got a last name now. Lore's
Yeah.
out here introducing himself, first name, last name, to everybody. Sometimes not even in his, like, own body, but first name, last name.
Lore Historia. Huh. Fun times. So how'd you guys enjoy the bear encounter? Does anyone in particular have like general thoughts on it that we could start with?
I just breathed so hard I almost died. Bear
Yeah.
encounter was my favorite encounter. If you guys heard me coughing and choking, it's because I gasped so loud.
Well, we can start with you then, Jared. Why was it your favorite encounter?
First of all, headbutting that bear. Loved that. I don't know. Much like how Billions always wanted to fight a bear, I would love to fight a bear. I would get my ass handed to me though, and I would not headbutt them, but you know.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Yeah.
I would not fight a bear.
No?
I don't want to actually fight a bear. No, I would never actually do it. But it's like, you know, like you're like, I don't know, it'd sound cool to fight a bear. I don't know.
It's interesting because I kind of teased this stuff happening before you guys left Arden. Because I mean, Keiku
Well-
fought a bear to no avail, and then everyone slaughtered a bear, and then you guys ran into all those wolves. So this has been going on literally. If you guys had stuck around a little bit longer, you would have gotten headfirst into this stuff.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Or
Or
telling
maybe
me that we would have actually made some fucking money in this campaign.
if you guys decide to
Yeah.
hunt some bears for a while.
God damn it.
Says the person
Michael, give
who
us
gets
money.
You get 3. No, you guys keep fighting bandits, and no, like there's barely any. I loot the body.
Hey,
I'm not worried about money. Laura's got so much cash. Easy. God will protect me.
like, yes,
Yeah.
I have a job, but it's only 3 gold, like, a day.
A day.
And you make us pay 3 gold at every single inn.
I mean, Zin's not doing bad on money.
Yeah, because you don't spend your money.
Springpeek has a very inflated economy. The inns are expensive.
You guys, well, I mean, okay, so the problem there is there's always like a couple different inns, and you tend to go for the more expensive ones, or in the small town where there's one option, they can be like, yeah, either pay up or sleep on the road. So, I mean, you get free stay in Arden Path.
Yep.
So, and I mean, like, that's also like food and stay is usually like 3 gold or so. But I mean, hey,
Point is,
hotels
if I
are
get
fucking
3 gold a
expensive.
day and I spend every single
Yeah,
gold
tell me
that I
about it.
made that day immediately, then there's like, you know, everybody who can make money in a flash has more money,
Right.
and
Like-
that's okay. I'm just saying, Michael, give us more money.
Okay.
Give me more money. I'll
Well,
fight you.
I mean, you
You
guys
might
did
will
just
not.
fight a bunch of gnolls, so maybe there's some treasure nearby.
Yeah, I'll rifle through the Knowles pockets. It'll be good.
I mean, hey, 2 ran away. Maybe don't let them.
Okay, and also in Velky's defense, he would never go through anybody's pockets after they're dead. That's disrespectful.
They're not
I
using
mean,
it.
how many things have we fought that have had pockets?
The Void Walkers, those bandits. I mean, sometimes, like, technically, like, you could, even the animals, like, when you fought all those wolves, it could have been like, hey, here's some pelts we can sell or get their, like, teeth and stuff. Like, there's stuff you can do with that. But you are correct. Like, there hasn't been a lot of, like, treasure dropped at the moment.
Well, I
We'll get
think
there.
also, at least in the early sessions, Zin did go through the pockets of the Void Walkers when we killed them.
Yeah. So, yeah, rifle through. I can definitely keep that in mind and give you a little more money. I did take a look at where everyone's kind of at.
Michael, I'm mostly joking. Don't worry.
I mean, I have
I'm
definitely,
being funny, haha.
I have definitely felt like, oh man, I need to give more treasure, or at least stuff.
Yeah.
Because that's the fun. A big part of the fun of fights is the loot afterwards.
Well, it would help if we actually tried to loot. You know?
And I will admit, I understand not wanting to go through Haywood and grab valuables, but
Okay, I would have killed everybody in this party and then myself with them.
I mean, Zid's a rogue, but he does at least have some respect.
Exactly.
yeah, I mean, he's barely a rogue. He is like dipping, he is still like at the introduction of being a thief and stuff. He's got the skills, but he hasn't really done anything truly bad.
Does a rogue have to be bad?
I suppose not. It could be a Robin Hood sort of situation, or would Robin Hood be a ranger?
I am just chaotic neutral.
Yeah, it's not like you're evil or anything. I guess you have done like some shady stuff, but
We never did get to see that journal.
no.
Delphi's or...
Citrus never even told us he had.
Okay, I swear, we've been over this like several times. I swear, I shared it with people.
We'd have to go back.
Yeah.
You think I can remember back that far? I'm just talking out of my ass.
We'll have to go back to like the first few sessions and listen over that. But I mean, like either way, it could be brought up again in some format. Very easily be like, oh, I forgot I had this. Do we want to talk about what Delphi was going through now that we're half a province away?
Wait, do I even still have that in my inventory?
Unless you got rid of it. I don't remember you actively getting rid of it.
Well, didn't we go back to his hideout, like, later at some
Oh
point
yeah,
or
you
something?
did. Well, you went back to a hideout, but he wasn't there. You went searching for him and found him in the alleyway.
I feel like I would have at least, like, tried slipping it back to him in some way.
I remember you slipped back the rings,
Yeah.
which probably really confused him. Because he's like, I didn't have those. That's why I was getting beat up. Why are they in my pocket now? Then he might have put two and two together. And be like, oh, it was that elf. Those sneaky elves.
Was that fucking guy?
By the way. No, yeah, I definitely want you guys to have more treasure, especially to maybe get some people higher percentage on their perception checks. Yeah.
Can't help it.
You can't help it.
I can't see.
What's and I have stated that you guys are going to a place now that is going to have options for you to do some shopping, like real shopping finally. Is there any particular item that your character is kind of on the lookout for? We'll go down the line on this
Yes.
one. Callie, is Kashana on the lookout for anything?
Oh, why do I always have to go first?
Because I'm going top
You're at the
down.
top of the line.
I
Next
hate
time
it.
I'll go bottom up.
Bottoms up.
Yeah, we can go bottom up if you want.
Yeah, we can start with Jer.
Yeah, start with Jer so I can think about it.
Jer, is there any sort of items Lore wants?
Well, obviously, more fireworks.
Okay.
And and I don't know how much. Well, I know how much money he's got right now, but I think he will eventually want to probably upgrade his violin.
Oh,
So, probably new fancy violin.
the one we were talking about before, or just something new?
No, the one we were talking about before. I want.
Yeah, that's gonna be sexy.
Yeah, it is sexy, and I don't want mine to break, so I can
Right.
buy a new one.
Which we probably should keep in mind for when things happen to Lore, such as rock falling or falling off edges and stuff, on how
Listen, he
delicate
can
violins
handle-
are.
He can handle getting crushed by a rock. Becoming like potential amputee or even an injured person is literally no big deal. He's grown up seeing his parents live like this. He does not care. It sucks in like short term, but it's not debilitating, or at least in his experience, he's seen it. But now, if you broke his violin, he would fucking rain hell. Don't you dare!
I have kind of joked about the fact that the reason that Lore's ankle got hurt instead of anything else was because he shielded his violin from danger.
Yeah, full curl around the violin.
And we kind of just like, yeah, no, he managed to sneak that violin through the cult crowd.
I don't think he puts that thing down.
Everyone's just like, man, Crystal has a violin all of a sudden. Well, that's weird.
It's almost like we seen that weird stranger earlier have a violin. Not related.
Those are some weird coincidences, but I'm too busy to think about them right now.
Too
We have
busy worrying about the Grimble Grumble, okay?
The Grimble Gramble, the Grime Snatcher.
The Grime Snatcher, I'm like, what is he called?
Grime Snatcher.
Grimble Grumble.
Grimble Gramble. That's the new thing that they warn you about for why you don't go in the woods. Now that the mayor knows that it's dead, he's just like, I don't go out there because of the Grimble Gramble.
Like the leveled up version of the Grime Snapper.
Yeah.
Grime Snatcher.
Yeah, the Grime Snatcher. Okay.
Just call it something different again. Yeah.
God damn it. It's such an easy name.
And yeah,
It's 2 words.
I can't remember it.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Mel,
yeah, what's up?
what does Valky want?
Grime Snatcher.
It sounds like a
Just
nice
kidding.
thing, yeah.
Sounds like a terrible thing to own. Me and my pet Grime Snatcher going to the store. His name is Grimble Grumble.
Put him on a leash.
I mean, it just sounds like one of those really weirdly named plants. Like there's some
Every
weird.
plant is weirdly named.
Exactly. So
Bro, get your butt out of my face.
it's like, oh yeah, this is my pet Grime Snatcher. It's like, oh okay, yeah, that makes sense. That sounds like a plant name.
But like, actually, there's some components that I want
Oh, interesting.
because he's getting to that level where he needs specific components.
Right.
Like, if I want to revivify anybody, I need to have him have a diamond.
Yeah. Which is not cheap.
No, he's probably gonna end up asking people if he can borrow their fucking money.
I was thinking like, oh man, I need to get another person to hire Valky to take them somewhere, and then everything went down in Haywood the way it did,
Yeah,
which made it
things sure did happen a lot.
yeah, everything is happening all of the time.
Exactly. It was too much for him. He's suffering. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Kind of sounds like the subtitle of Springkeep. Springkeep, Valky is suffering.
It's the sound of silence.
Matt, is there any sort of items Zintrus is looking for?
Maybe some slightly improved weapons. It's probably going to try to at least sell that rusted Yikola he got from the lake.
Yeah, you'd probably want to get it cleaned or something first.
Maybe I could find a weaponsmith who wants to give it the
Have a
tender,
little-
loving care it needs.
Yeah, a little project. Yeah, that's fun. Are you kind of looking for a weapon that maybe does more damage or has more likely to hit?
Yes. Probably at least the more likely to
Right.
hit, but
I mean, you're getting pretty
that's
close to having 2 attacks per round, I believe.
yeah,
I do think
it's
rogues get
definitely
it.
nice
They do.
having Gilla with more attack options.
Yeah. Yeah. Rogues are those ones that get exponentially stronger as they go up. So, no, interesting. A new weapon. Would you want more of a rapier or a new crossbow?
Probably a better crossbow, because he's definitely more of a ranged fighter.
Right. Yeah, we have our clerics on the front line.
Which is kind of impressive, really.
Yeah. Maybe that's why our clerics keep going down. Nah. That's not the problem. Clerics hit hard, they're just not a lot of health. Speaking of cleric, Rose.
Hi.
Is there any sort of items Onotace is looking for?
No.
No.
He doesn't care about material possessions.
Okay, fair enough.
And I honestly can't see anything he would care enough about to want to buy.
Not even like an enchanted item to get more protection or anything?
No. When it comes to magic items, it's usually like what I want. Less what my character wants. Unless they want something in particular, but it doesn't happen very often.
So, then what's Onate's gonna buy Velky?
I am not at liberty to say that right now.
Why though? Now I want to know.
You'll just have to wait to see.
I have no idea. I just thought I'd ask that because I kind of figured if that's the case, then that must be what's going on. Didn't really get a chance to Morgan. Well, is he going to look for someone who might know something about that cloak?
Maybe. That might be something he does. But you're right. He's more likely to buy something for somebody else than he is to buy something for himself.
That's kind of how he's been the whole time.
Yeah. He doesn't care.
Yeah. And I do hope you eventually find out about that robe because I made an item in the campaign to give you.
Give it to me, Michael.
Yeah, I'd love to once you learn about it.
Screw learning, just give me.
We need to identify real fast.
If it was actually a magical enchantment, I would let you roll Arcana to find out what it does. But it unfortunately is a completely physical thing. Yeah, so I just get to some armor guy and they'll know, or be able to figure it out. So, does he have shoes yet?
No.
What if he got moon shoes?
Oh my gosh. Please get him moon shoes. Can Lore have moon shoes?
Can Lore? Sure.
And like, yeah, moon shoes.
Or I guess star shoes.
Star shoes.
I was gonna say, can I have moon shoes?
Yeah, Velky needs moon shoes. Velky's the one that needs moon shoes. Well, you know what? You aim for the moon, and even if you miss, you land along the stars.
Well, that's the gayest thing you've ever said to me in your entire life.
That is not true.
But I wasn't aiming for the stars, I was aiming for the moon! How am I supposed to get back there?
All right, Callie.
All right. I thought about this long and hard. And, I guess if Kashana had to buy something, because she doesn't really want or need anything. But one thing would definitely be, like, some more firecrackers or fireworks. More explosives, please. And also, she wouldn't mind if she could find, like, a ring of protection.
Oh, really? You'd rather
Yeah,
take
like-
protection over top of perception?
Listen, the bangs get in the way, it wouldn't matter anyway.
That's fair. I actually have been planning a perception thing that I'm wanting to bring in, so that works.
Please help me. I can't
My-
see.
My current thought process has been, okay, we need to get Zin a better hitting weapon. We need to get some sort of perception thing for Kashana. We need to get some sort of night vision for Lore. And I guess Onates is just fine as he is. And Velky, we just need to get some therapy.
Damn, man! I mean, like, you're not wrong, but why would you say it like that? Jesus.
God just slaps you in the face with the truth.
Ah,
It's.
brutality.
I mean, the main thing though is that, like, as far as like the fighting and everything have been going, there hasn't been any areas that Velky or Onates have really struggled in. I feel like currently they're been doing pretty good overall, so it's more just like trying to see what the party has kind of had troubles with that have been like, okay, let's see how we can round them off a little bit more. And then just start throwing in random things and just be like, okay, divvy this up. But you guys have gone through like 2 full arcs now without any special equipment, so it's like, okay, let's start getting into that stuff now. Especially when you're going into the ruins, like there's going to be some fun stuff in the ruins to find. Yeah.
He
Can't wait
loves
to find all
stuffing
the
things.
treasure.
I mean,
Yeah,
these
I'm
ruins are like the
excited.
oldest things in the kingdom, so it's like that's where the fun stuff is. Or the very illegal things.
Even better.
So, yeah. So that's where we're gonna get some fun stuff. Of course, you can like buy magic items and stuff, but that's not quite as fun as finding them in like a dungeon filled with monsters.
You're right.
Yeah, you got a point there.
Yeah. You got to kill some things, and then it actually feels like it was worth it. Anyone could just buy a +3 weapon. It's when you find one hidden in a ruin that has some sort of weird history that you don't fully understand, and then you find out it's cursed after you've already attuned to it. That's the fun stuff.
That is the fun stuff. You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
I would rather a cursed weapon, just for some shits, maybe some giggles.
Yeah. Yeah. Always the fun stuff to explore. There's probably some cursed things in the church possession, I imagine.
I'll give it.
I feel like the church probably would like be like, oh man, this is pretty dangerous, let's lock this away. Or use it ourselves, because, you know.
Oh, you know.
I feel like any province, though, is going to be like, oh man, that's really dangerous. But what if I had the dangerous thing? Yeah. I don't know, I could definitely see Grizel and Skydusk, or not Skydusk, and Aaron and Eve be like that. When people like magic, they tend to go too far.
You're right.
So, it's been a year. Again, thank you all. Has there been any favorite moment thus far? And you can include the one-shot stuff if you like. But we'll just kind of go randomly through the group here. Matt, favorite moment in the campaign?
I have to think back through the campaign now. I don't know. I've just been kind of enjoying it all overall.
I mean, that's good for me. Good. You haven't hated it. You haven't woken up yet and like, oh, that fucking campaign again tonight.
No. Let's see. I have to pick a moment. Probably our little gambling side quest.
Ooh. That was fun. I love those little games. I like including games in dice rolling because it just makes it a little more interesting. If that was our in-person session, I would have had you all playing poker for real.
Hell yeah,
God.
then I would have kicked ass for real.
And I would have been extra lost for real.
And I would have built a in real life working slot machine for sure. Yeah. Or I would have just taken us to the casino and recorded our situation there. That's legal, I'm sure.
I was about to say.
Like, you're gonna
They'd
get
just be
kicked
like-
out so fast.
And they'd just be like, what are you doing? I'd be like, oh, we're just recording a D&D session. They can't do anything. I think they'd be like, us? Like, I guess you're not cheating. You're playing Dungeons and Dragons. Okay,
They'd
but like,
be like everybody else. I know what's D&D.
yeah,
Or
but
we'd
like,
get the
imagine-
one card
showing
dealer
up.
that knows and is like, can I be a character? And then I'd roll them up like, here's your NPC stat block, and now I guess we're gonna have a fight in the casino, and this random employee is now fighting with you guys.
No, I
the
think that just
NPC.
means- No, it just means that the guy that Lauren wanted to come with them actually comes with them for a period of time. I think that's
Yeah,
what that
that's
means.
what I was about to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the fun stuff. All right. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed that, and I hope you guys get back there to do some more gambling. I'll see what I can do to make the games a little more easy to understand and also fun, or introduce new forms of gambling in the world. There's a fun way to get money there, Velky.
Yeah.
You rocked those slots.
Probably not for long.
The den of sin. Not of Zin, of sin.
Thank you.
Wow.
Okay. Jer, have you had a favorite moment?
Ooh, I don't know about a specific favorite moment, but I honestly just love it every time. Like all of the watches, anytime everybody has to just interact with each other. Like I honestly, I think I've said it to both Mel and Michael the last few times we've hung out. I am genuinely so proud of how far this group has came. Like they're finally getting along, and like yeah, sometimes they have little like bumps and stuff, but like they're finally getting along. Y'all remember the start when they were just fighting all the time and splitting the party was like dividing it? Now it's fine. Like they've got their little groups that they go in, but like they're all friends. They all share their information. I love it. I'm proud of everybody. So just everybody interacting. That's my favorite part.
Yeah. I'm proud of you all too.
Everybody.
I'm surprised you didn't say the kiss.
That one's on my list for what it's worth. That's high up there.
Because your kiss is on my list.
Why
My
would you do this?
I have a lot of good like little stray moments that I just love, but I think that counts as an interaction because
Yeah, it
that
does.
is definitely
Yeah.
what I said.
Yeah, I mean,
So-
it definitely was an interaction. That is true. Hey, Rose. Rose?
Hi.
Hi. Do you have a favorite moment? Actually, I'll reword that. What's your favorite moment? You're not allowed to not have a favorite moment.
Oh shit, I'm not allowed to have one?
You're not allowed to not have a favorite moment.
Oh, I have 3. Can I have 3?
Yeah?
Okay. The first one is what's still my desktop background.
Oh.
Which is Onate's pulling Velky out of the closet. Literally. Like
That was a
an
good one.
actual closet.
You have that as your background?
Not the metaphorical closet.
Yeah, there was like a little sketch Mel did. It's my back.
Huh, I don't
I have
remember that
shared
one.
them before. I will put them up again if you'd
Yeah,
like.
I don't remember that one.
Jeez, yeah, I want to see.
Yeah,
I have to say, I have to check my folder.
I'm sorry.
Pretty
if
sure it's definitely on my Twitter.
I'm sorry if I revealed something that nobody else knew existed.
I'm sure somebody's had to have seen it because it is on my Twitter, I'm sure of it.
Yeah, it rings a bell. I feel like I've seen it. I just don't remember off the top
There
of my
was
head.
that one. Then the next one is Onate's verse Theomagnes.
Verse, yep. That's a good way to put that.
Also, I'm full of myself, and all of these are Onate's moments. I'm sorry.
How dare your favorite moments include yourself?
And the last one is recent, very recent. And it's Onate's against the again Onate's versus the mayor of Morganwald.
Yep. I mean, that's one of mine, because, like, getting to argue with you in person over that was great.
It was in person, and getting to see Michael's face when I stumped the mayor was
Yeah.
beautiful.
I mean, that was an interesting situation, because I don't think he's right, and I don't think you're right.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a right answer to how to fix Morganwald.
The honorary mention is any combat turn with Sierra. Because they were all just so much fun. Shark!
All right, Callie.
Oh, you already spoiled one of mine.
The kiss?
Yeah, that's one of my top ones.
Yeah. Why is that your top ones?
So good.
It was so good. It was so well timed, and I will never ever forget like me and Jared just looking at each other and having this silent agreement that it was a thing that had to happen. Like, to me, that's magical when you can do that. When you can just look at a friend and be like, "Hey, you want to make out?"
I
and
think
the person silently replies.
I love how much, like, you can kind of show the difference between Kashana and Lore's little relationship versus Velky and Onitase's.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's just very funny how there's two very different styles of, I guess, courting or relationships. I don't know, I guess we still haven't gotten the answer on what's going to happen between Velky and Onitase, but at the very least, it's just two very different approaches to how couples can come about. And I won't prompt Mel to give an answer in here. That's got to be in game.
Yeah, that has to be in game. I do have a couple more, if that's okay.
Yes.
Please.
Please. Yes, thank you. The other one that I really enjoyed was when, yes, I'm also full of myself. Thank you, Rose. Is when Kashana and Lore set off the fireworks in the camp.
Oh, yeah.
That was one of my favorites also.
I think that's when I've thought about this. I think that's when Kashana started to fall for Lore. I think that was the moment that it started to pop.
Nice. Very
Love
nice.
that.
Yeah.
Got to bond over screwing everyone.
Yeah, when you set off fireworks together, you know? It's a good first date.
Yeah. And she saw fireworks.
Pop, pop, motherfucker.
There was a literal spark.
Kashana looked back as Lore was chasing after her, and the fireworks went off, and there was color everywhere.
It sounds perfect to me.
Yeah. Ideal.
Yeah.
The other one I have is when Heiku gave her feathers to the group.
Yes.
And said goodbye.
That was such a beautiful moment.
I was tearing up when we did that, so that's another
Yeah.
favorite moment.
I am so happy that that became a banner, because it was just the perfect thing. Because I've been like figuring out how to do the ending credit sequence, and then that one came up, and I was like, oh, I can just end on this so perfectly. Thank you again, Mel, for all the incredible banners.
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome, my dude.
Like, it definitely makes this campaign all the better. Yeah. Because as we can see from my banner on the screen, it's just not quite as good.
No, I love your banner.
I don't know, I'm a big fan of the fact that there's two Kingdom of Springkeep sigils just slapped right next to one another.
Well, that's because they're different image.
I love it.
Like, because this one's this one, and then that's there. I'll just overlap them, and they'll look terrible now. It's because that's...
Don't worry about
put
it.
it
It's good.
Put it back?
Ew, stop.
No.
Don't. Disgusting.
Yeah. No, your banners make this all the better. Especially looking forward to the future ones as more and more keeps happening. Also, some of my favorite banners are definitely the ones where NPCs are involved. Like seeing the Crystal one, the Theomagnus, the Wolves was incredible. Just rounding out the entire world and visually is great.
The one with Votion is
Yes! Oh my god.
Dad.
The Votion one.
Papa.
I'm kind of like, I didn't want to, but it's like, do I bring in more gods just to get awesome pictures of them again?
I mean,
Pictures of Shatir. Pictures of Shatir.
I would love to see what Oedicus looks
I
like.
was gonna say, and I guess Oedicus.
Mel,
Oh, fuck you.
you'd been doing a sketch of Shatir. Did you ever finish that?
Well, it exists,
It exists?
but I never colored it or anything.
Right, okay. I was just kind of curious. I remembered you working on that one. Yeah. But anyway, it's your turn. What's been your favorite moment?
Who?
Yours.
Oh. I was wondering if you forgot about me. Went on like a tangent. I was like, do I not have to answer this question? Thank God. There's too many. Could sit here all day
I'll
and
never
I'd
forget
still
about
forget
you.
half of them.
Nobody gets left behind or forgotten.
Well, okay. Well, since it's been brought up, Votion was actually probably one of my favorite moments because it's always fun to interact with gods in D&D campaigns. I liked that a lot. It was fun. And it makes me excited for, like, what else you could do with other gods.
Right. I mean, there was a very strong thing about Voshin we didn't get to see, but that's fair. That's fine.
I'm sure he'll come back. Be weird if he didn't. Other moments, I am a very I think back very fondly to the day that Velky tried to force feed Anate's potato fries when he was passed out. That's good.
Yeah.
Like threw them at him. Yep. I think about that pretty fondly.
That's fun.
As far as it goes for favorite moments that I've played, like moments that I enjoyed playing Velky the most was probably during Anate's confession, because Velky is really stupid and I really enjoyed showcasing that part of him.
Right, yep. He's not the brightest at times.
No.
Got that high wisdom, low intelligence.
He's quite thick.
That's definitely true.
Those are probably my 3 favorites so far.
Nice.
But I'm missing a bunch, because there's definitely lots.
Well, you guys are going to get to think about a lot of them pretty soon, I'm sure, as I have a question to ask all of you to mark down for me for notes later. And by later, I mean, like, probably in a couple weeks. Just a quick raise of hands, and by raise of hands, I mean answer after this. Which arc do you think was better, the Haywood arc or the words, Michael, or the Pond arc? Who liked the Haywood arc more?
Like, let's question that isn't fair to answer, because
No,
they're
it
both
is.
really good.
Too bad.
I agree.
Not
Like,
too bad.
and they focus on completely different characters. So
yeah.
it would be really weird to just pick one.
No, you got to.
Fuck you, man. You can't make me do shit. Eat my ass.
I think each one was good for different reasons, so how am I supposed to choose one?
Because I did one more recently, and I would hope the newer one worked out better.
That doesn't mean that one was better than the other.
It
Okay,
doesn't. Because, like,
okay,
for me,
Mike.
I really liked Haywood because it hit a lot of Velky's trauma. So, of course, I liked it. But I also really liked learning about Anates in the pond. So, like, you can't make me pick one.
And for me, I have 2 different perspectives, because the first arc I did with Keiku, and so that's a totally different mindset than Kashana's. It's totally different, so how am I supposed to choose?
Now, other people might be able to answer, but that is my answer. I don't think it's a fair thing to ask, because I can't necessarily pick one.
I also don't have an answer, but I will appease Michael and continue my self-filleting and say the Pond arc.
Thank you. I put a lot of work into that.
I think they were both good. I like the Pond arc better too, but also because Lord definitely was only there for some of it.
Yeah.
Also, it was a significantly different vibe though, so I mean, there's always that.
Yeah.
But they were both super good.
I'm sure we're gonna get similar vibes going on from here out, as like there's only so many different kind of story beats I can hit in one setting. Even if each character kind of has their own thing going on. It'll be really nice when you get to another city that's completely destroyed because of Velky. Not because of Velky.
Lots of him.
No, I mean, like, Haywood was destroyed because I needed that character beat for Velky. It wasn't
Yeah,
his
but you just
fault.
made it seem like it was his fault. Why would you phrase it like that? That's so mean. Velky's done nothing wrong ever.
Because
Except for
Velky exists,
everything that
I
he's
needed to
done
destroy
wrong.
a city.
Never tell that to him. I think he needs therapy now.
So we're at 8 o'clock. Does anybody have any questions for me?
Wait, you didn't ask Matt.
Didn't I? I thought Matt also did the whole can't pick.
No,
He
did
did
you?
not.
Oh, I thought he had said that. Okay, Matt, what's your favorite?
I was going with the pond.
Nice. Thank you. Thank you for appeasing me, God. Yes. No. I definitely agree with you guys. That was a very unfair thing to ask, and it was very fun to ask it anyway. I love
Okay,
the
well,
controversy.
You said we could ask you a question, right?
Yep. Please ask me questions.
What's your favorite character moment?
My favorite character moment. Ooh.
Okay, what? No, rephrase.
wait.
What's your
Yeah.
favorite character moment for each character?
Jarrett, you and I have the
Ooh,
same.
there we go.
So glad.
That's a better question. Thank you for elaborating on my
Okay.
question. Pick a moment for each character.
All right.
It can't be the same.
Can't be the same as what
Yeah,
you guys
but-
have said.
No,
Well,
as like
No.
you can't be like me and Lore and be like both are the kiss.
Oh, both are
like,
kiss.
fuck
Oh,
that
okay.
Yeah,
shit.
you can't like say the same answer for two characters that were in that scene.
Sure.
Mhm.
All
Yeah,
right.
No, I would allow that you can, but you have to then elaborate why for different both sides.
Okay. Keiku. Favorite character moment for Keiku was her getting sick and not wanting to eat apples anymore.
Wow. Wow. I see.
Because it was very fun to have her be so adamant on only eating apples, and now to have something happen where she was like, okay, maybe not anymore.
No apples.
Favorite Kashana moment was the breaking into the cabinet, because that was a situation that I put in there that was possible to work around, but you managed to blow it open literally in a way that I did not expect. So, there's my moments for
Pretty good
that.
moment.
Those are good.
Anates. I think my favorite moment for Anates was going back to the Voidwalker that was locked up to give him food.
That's a
Because
sweet
I
one.
feel like that was one of the stronger moments of a change in Anates.
That's my boy. I have his name saved on a Tase's sheet. I just don't remember it.
Yeah, I don't either. My favorite Zen moment so far was actually what I mentioned earlier, was giving back the rings. Because there was no reason for him to do it at that point. He could have sold those rings very easily. It was already done, said and done. But he could very well do that. That was one of my favorite moments.
Oh, that's my boy Grayson. His name was
Grayson. Ah, we should go meet him up with Mason, and Mason.
Oh, the three Masons.
Mason, and their new intern,
Grayson.
Please, Michael, come on.
Please,
He's so
please
good.
please have him intern for the three Masons.
Put
And
that
their
down
new
in your
prime
notes right
manager,
now.
Payson.
Payson.
I think for Velky, one of my
None acceptable.
none, yeah. Velky is pretty lackluster, honestly, and just kind of thinking of killing him off. No. I think one of my favorite moments for Velky has been interacting with Skryia entirely, to really get a character moment that is much more teacher-student based in a way, because I don't think we have, like, we've had that a bit with Stryzel and Zin, but we haven't really been able to develop that yet. So I feel like the relationship between Skryia and Velky came about not supernaturally, but like very naturally, and has just been one of the most fun things to play out. If it wasn't that, though, I think I would have to say the way Velky kind of stuck around to see Anatas's eyes glow in Arden Path, just to freak out over what the fuck was going on there. However, because I'd planned it out from the beginning, the Velky breakdown in Haywood is just really good.
Thank you.
Yeah. I literally planned that first before anything else in this campaign. Lore. I think one of my favorite moments for Lore was the interaction with the buff orc lady in in Morgenwald. Just how easily you played off of that, and actually just how well in general you managed to play your different disguises. But that one in general, I just feel like worked very well in the favor of fun, because not everything always needs to be super serious. I mean, Operation Sticky Fingers in general has been it was an incredible adventure. Ciara, my favorite moment with Ciara was definitely pulling those teeth out. But I also really liked you getting Fleer on your shoulders and walking around like that. So thank you for that. Favorite moment for Gilla? I think the one-on-one brawl you kind of had with the wolf behind the fence post was great, but the pre-preparation on setting those arrow mines was beautifully thought out. What a smart.
I loved the look of that spell.
Yeah, what a smart little nugget. Fleer. Favorite moment for Fleer was trying to calm down the teacher as she was freaking out. Which, very fun. Fair. Yeah, just a very motherly character that worked all around. And last but not least, Billion. Thank you for being as hot-headed as you are, running in while invisible and just beating a bear up. Yeah.
Did you say one for Anates, and did I miss it completely, or?
Yeah, he did say one for
yeah, Anates was going back to Grayson to give them food. After
oh, right. That was just earlier on. Yep. Yeah. Okay. I did hear that. I just, again, I heard Ciara, and I was like, wait.
It was the first time he didn't eat Velky's food.
Good shit.
Good shit. So yeah, that's all the characters, so all very good moments. I mean, every single session has just been so much fun. I can't wait to have you guys do another dungeon crawl here soon. Because we haven't done one of those in a while. Well, I guess we haven't done one of those in a while, mostly due to Anates so expertly navigating that forest. There was definitely more going on there we could have done. But
no forest.
No forest. Maybe you would have found more about what's going on with those Kenku statues. There was one statue.
Yeah, my favorite Kenku.
I know where you live.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
I know where everyone here except one person lives.
I mean, you have my address.
Doesn't mean I know it.
I know where Mel lives.
I know that too.
I also know that.
Kind of it. I know
everybody here has officially been to my house, and that's kind of weird to say.
I know in theory where Michael and Callie live. In theory, in practice, no, I know the area.
Jared, you've been to our house like
twice,
3 times.
That doesn't mean that I know where it is. I know that it's I know the hill that it's on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In Jericho's defense, they've been to my house hundreds of times, but I still have to meet them at the bus stop.
And I still have to ask for the address every single time we hang out.
You know what? That's fair. I take it back.
So maybe for year 2 anniversary, we do another in-person session.
I would like that.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose I could definitely try to make sure I have time saved for that.
Yeah. I mean, you don't have to pay for a hotel for the nights that you're staying at our place.
Yeah.
So that should help out a little bit.
Bad time to yell at you about that, but you goober, you could have just stayed on like our couch. You didn't have to buy a whole ass hotel.
He bought a hotel.
The whole damn thing?
You own a hotel?
Damn!
God, that would make trips so much easier.
You know what I meant, you butthead.
You dingo.
Absolute donkeys.
I do have to say that like my favorite session is definitely the one we did in person. Like there was just something magical that night.
It was my favorite session to be a part of. I assume if I was listening to these, it would probably be my least favorite session. I haven't gone back to listen to it, but I still think I destroyed that mic.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I haven't gone back to listen to it. There's nothing I could do about that, unfortunately.
I want to remain blissfully ignorant of what I did to people.
I'll need to figure out a new way to set up the microphone to have it like hanging above everyone from the ceiling. In a more natural way. Same with the camera. Like I've got a year to figure out that.
I think the problem was here, Michael, is that you decided to put the 2 loudest bitches closest to the microphone. and the quietest humans at the far side of the table.
I was directly beside the microphone.
Me too.
And it was almost immediately, especially when we had our argument scene, that I realized, oh no, this was a bad idea. I should not be here.
Well, thankfully, I'm sure the quality was terrible anyway because of my laptop Wi-Fi.
Oh,
I'll set up my computer out there next time.
it's fine. It's whatever. It was great for us, and we're the ones that matter.
Yeah, that's the most important part, is you guys being here and having fun with it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that it was my favorite session to play in.
Right. No, that's fair.
Because specifically, I didn't feel like I was there for half of it. Not like out of character. I was very shaken up by the ordeal. Because I haven't played in-person D&D in a really long time. So I wouldn't say that I was at my top, but it was like a fun experience, and I would love to do it again.
I was really glad you guys could see me do the Waddle Vedas. But no, I mean, I definitely went into that knowing people might be a little thrown off by the in-person session, but I felt it was very necessary.
Thankfully, I am a highly trained acteur.
I'm not.
Like, it took me a moment to get into it, but I got into it. I mean, I also kind of forgot my accent, so Laura was just like, extra Australian.
Extra Australian.
I forget my accent literally every session. That's good. You're fine.
Oh, I have to practice it before I go in, so I don't sound like an idiot, and even sometimes it's like no accent off the start, extremely thick accent at the end.
Just speak in Velky's accent on a drop of a dime.
And that's why
I know you can.
I don't practice it, and that's why every session he's just a different level of deep.
I feel like Callie just
actually...
Callie does Kashana's voice just sometimes randomly in person.
She can't help but pop out. She's like, bitch, I'm here. Why aren't you acknowledging me?
Kashana is here.
Everyone is here. It's a Smash joke.
Ooh.
Thank you for booing me. I deserve it.
You're welcome.
No.
I told you I was gonna stop laughing at your jokes. I meant it.
Yeah.
Yeah, usually I'm the one who boos you.
I mean, Matt booed me earlier in the Discord.
Yeah, but you deserve to be booed.
Yeah, you were being a butthead.
No, I thought I was being very reasonable.
No.
I don't know about that. I mean...
It's entirely debatable.
So does anybody have any final notes? Oh, actually, I wanted to ask this one. I kind of mentioned this to Mel before. Do you guys think those were real Voidwalkers your one-shot characters fought?
Right.
Oh, hell
I have
no.
no idea.
Like, the second that he says it, suddenly you're like, wait, were they not?
Yeah, it's like, why wouldn't they have been?
I don't think it mattered to them, to be honest, like to that party, just because they weren't like associated with the Voidwalkers. Maybe Keku a little bit, but I mean, they seen them like mugging a teacher, and I think that's all that kind of matters.
Right? Yeah.
No matter if they were Voidwalkers, all that mattered is that they were being assholes, and the Ciara likes fighting.
Exactly.
That was kind of one of those Schrodinger situations like I made before, where Kashana's mother's shop name was highly dependent on if Kashana was there to hear it. If she was, it was one. If she wasn't, it was a different one. That was definitely kind of a similar situation I was going for with these Voidwalkers. If you guys try to interrogate them, it was kind of like, maybe they're fake. Maybe they're just trying to use the Voidwalker colors to gain some money. Or maybe they're actually real, and then you guys kind of slaughtered them. So
yeah, Fleer didn't give a shit. There was a person in danger, and she's not a fighter, but she is a helper.
Lillian just wanted to punch a bunch of people.
Exactly. It didn't matter to Ciara who they were affiliated with.
Hmm.
In fact, Ciara probably would have hoped that they were affiliated with some big gangs so that backup would have came. Because they did not put up a good enough fight for her. When she picked the one dude up by his throat and then bit into it, I think that dude realized he was not in his wheelhouse.
Oh, I would have hated to be a normal-ass person fighting Ciara. She bites. Really hard.
rows of teeth, like a shark.
Like a shark. Shark.
Shark.
Every time you did that, I just thought of that one Vine, or not Vine, TikTok, where it's like dragon.
Yeah.
It's specifically a Gura thing.
Yeah, I know it's a Gura thing, but I just kept going to the dragon.
Ah.
Shark.
Shark. Is she a left or a right shark?
That's a joke I don't get, so I'm not gonna answer.
I appreciated it at least.
Thank you,
Like a very
Jared.
sympathetic laugh, though.
My
Yeah.
answer is she's a pirate shark.
She's a pirate shark. Very nice. Do you guys think that your little group is going to continue fighting together? Is this going to be a we jump back to this party every now and then thing, or are we all going to make brand new characters for another one shot in a year or something?
I would love to play Fleer again personally because spirit bards are fun as fuck.
I would literally kill a person to play Billion again, so.
I love playing Ciara, and I can always come up with a situation for her to, like, even if she doesn't stick with the party, she's a pirate. It can always just be like she happens to be in town.
And
If
I
she
know
needs
personally,
somebody.
I wouldn't be entirely against someone else DMing a one-shot game for us.
Michael was like, I want
course
to
you
play
wouldn't.
it.
I want to play too.
Also, Michael, as an aside, Michael,
Mhm.
if you ever decide that you need to use Fleer as an NPC, by all means, have fun with it.
Yeah,
Yeah, same.
Oh, I mean, you guys are going to Ruined's Edge, and that's where she's from, so you're definitely going to see a gaggle of bunny children running around.
Go back and find her family's names. You can do it.
Yeah.
I believe in you. I'll give you a flow chart of the Warren.
I give you as much information on Sierra as
Yeah, a lot of you guys decided, yeah, we're from, and by a lot of you, I mean 3 of you are like, yeah, we're from Freya Noon.
You gave me the fucking idea. in the
Yeah, I know,
first
and it was
place.
beautiful. Well, I mean, yeah, that one I thought was just hilarious because it's a warren and they're underground.
Yeah.
And then fucking Jaren Rose are just like, yeah, no, that's where we're from.
Yeah.
Look, I opened the map. I pointed out to myself every town that had a ship next to it, and then I rolled a die, and the one I got was in Freya Noon. But yeah, I didn't give her a whole bunch of backstory, but I gave her ship a name, even though I knew we probably wouldn't do anything with her ship. And I didn't name her crewmates, but I mean I could. And yeah, same with like Flair. You have my full permission to have, when we finally get on the damn boat, to have us meet Sierra on the waters or something. That would be
Ship
great.
battle.
Talk about how much I love her ship name.
Okay, maybe don't make us fight her. Because
NPC, but you kill her.
because and this is lore that didn't end up having to come up. One of her ways of fighting on the sea is she grabs you and just dives into the water with you because she can breathe underwater,
Mm.
and then
Wow, that's real
she
sexy.
just holds you there.
Sexy.
Well, maybe in a situation like that, something else is going to get involved. Get on the boat,
Anyways.
Anastace.
I just looked at the map and went, I'm sure Freya Noon has a jail.
Oh, yeah, does it ever.
That looks like the most jailish place you could go.
I bet you there's a jail in Freya Noon.
Yeah,
yeah, you
the
can-
one
you
with
could
the
definitely
giant
do
military
something too.
complex. Of course, they have the most jail. Not that the other places don't have their own. The
Listen,
cleric's
nobody
jail is
said I
pretty
thought
interesting.
hard about it.
Also, Mel, you're the one who named her ship. Of course.
I know, I like it. I like that you just went with what I was talking
Well,
about.
because it made complete. When you started to describe them as like super durable and they're literally the bears of the water, I was like, yeah, no, that's her ship's name.
Tardigrades are perfect, okay? I love them so
Her,
very much.
Her coat of arms is just instead of instead of the skull and crossbones, it's a bear skull and crossbones.
Mm, very nice. So, Callie,
Mm-hmm.
this was Keiku's Adventures in Hunting and Parenting.
Yes.
do you want eventually another Keiku's Adventures in something, or would you rather join the others and make a new character to play with?
I don't mind playing Keiku again. If we do multiple one-shots, I would love to make a new character though, because
Yeah.
like, it's always interesting to make a new character. It was really cool getting to meet everybody. Sadly, I felt a little left out because I was just like, well, I'm already pre-made, which was also nice, but also like, I want to have new shiny thing.
Well, I know I'm sure our main party is going to make their way back to Keiku at some point. So you're definitely going to get to play Keiku in some format again. But I think if we ever do another Keiku's Adventures in something, it might be more of a one-on-one thing. To really make Keiku the star of it.
Oh God, don't do this to me.
Yeah, no, and you're gonna be forced to do this. I'm not letting you say no, obviously.
I feel like Michael's gonna make it so that you guys fight Keiku. You guys get to play NPCs of some sort, and Keiku has to
Then
go
he
to...
knows that I would.
That was
kill him.
actually one of my original concepts, was to make Keiku super strong, and then have everyone get to play NPC characters for her to fight, because they were going to be the ones attacking the teacher. That was kind of my very initial idea. And then it developed into, I'll just pre-roll characters for everyone to play. And then I'm like, no, let's just have everyone make a character and have an impromptu party. So, but, no, I definitely feel like when I say one-on-one, I mean very much a one-on-one. Let's get something going on with Keiku in the background of this. But no, I do want to let you make a new character, because your characters are always really fun.
Oh, thank you. I would love to make a new character.
Yeah, I definitely am not against seeing this band of miscreants work together on something else, maybe make their own little guild kind of thing.
Would you ever consider having the two parties meet?
Oh,
Yes.
we all have to dual wield our characters.
That would be tough. Like, if we did that, it would probably have to be a situation like Critical Role did, where it's like half of you play one and half of you play the other.
Oh, I
That's
want a
acceptable.
arena.
I'd do that.
Yeah, just because it's
Can I-
like
Can I be the Taliesin?
that switches between the two. The two Ganassi flip.
Yeah.
I would love to see the two Ganassi in one space, to be fair.
Yeah. But like I was saying before, I wouldn't be totally against if someone wanted to DM a little one shot. We could work together on that.
I kind of have an idea.
I was gonna say, give me your world, Michael. Let me get my grubby little hands on it.
I definitely won't let you get too much, learn too much that your character doesn't know, because that's kind of one thing, is I'm being very strong on you guys not knowing things your characters don't know. So
We
it'll,
could do it in a place that we already have.
yeah, they've
some
already
knowledge
been,
in.
or places that might not be super relevant, like the random
Or
islands.
Yorkshire.
Yeah.
Yorkshire.
Or even bring
Nobody's
up
done
just, like,
Yorkshire.
Just bring up an idea and Michael can be like, that's a good spot.
Yeah, if you're like, I want to do a one shot about this, be like, okay, yeah, let's work on that and see what we can do. Because I think that'd be fun, and I would love to see how everyone else kind of handles stuff going on in the world. I mean, so much of the world has been built on ideas you guys have brought forward.
Dick.
Yeah, so it's just like, yeah, that I think that would be interesting and fun. Get a little different flavors for whoever's comfortable with doing that. I know DMing isn't everyone's cup of tea. But I think almost
If I'm going to DM, I'm probably going to do it with one of the two other RPG systems I'm getting.
right. No,
mean, I
that's
gotta
fair. Yes, let's
learn
throw
it
Power
eventually.
Rangers into Springkeep. There's a new Sentai
just-
group. That'd be fun.
Yeah, we'll just throw benders in.
Yeah, now there's airbenders.
Rangers I
and
could do. Power Rangers I couldn't. I don't know anything about Power Rangers, but I know a lot about benders.
No, that'd be fun. I mean, this isn't just like Springkeep. This is our D&D chat. If people want, like, if anyone's like, oh, I got this neat RPG system, let's try something in there. I'm totally down for that too. There's a lot of fun tabletop systems out there.
I have the manual for the
Yeah.
Fate core system.
Ooh,
It'd be so long
Yeah.
to figure out this system.
that's fair. There are some very difficult ones. Blades in the Dark is a pretty intensive one. There's ones that do bidding systems. That's interesting. But yeah, we'll see what have in store for not just our D&D game, but for the Kingdom of Springkeep in general. Next time you guys are heading off to Freya Noon, head over to Pinecrest and kind of see what's going on there before making your way to Rune's Edge, which is definitely a more Kashana and lore situated place.
Yes.
Much more lore than Kashana, but Kashana definitely has some things to look in there for, don't you?
Give me my boy!
Give you your boy.
What?
Oedicus.
Oh,
She wants more information about Oedicus.
I know
I'm
it's down
just
there, you
excited
bitch.
to go to the city. Ruins.
Ruins.
Ensign gets even further from his past.
Good,
Like,
good,
I'm so
good.
sad because we're gonna be so close to Automid, but we're probably gonna have to go back to Ardton before we get there.
I mean, we could go on
Are
vacation.
you?
We've done a
Yeah.
lot of
I
work.
said
Meet at
probably,
vacation.
Michael.
Why would you
Keep that
guys?
for a bit.
Why would you have to go back to Ardton?
I didn't say have to.
Okay.
Well, I mean, maybe I did, but I prefaced it with probably.
I mean, it would work really well if you guys just like wrapped all the way around the entire kingdom back.
That'd be
Just
pretty cool.
hit
One
every
giant
province along the way. But thank you all for sticking through this, not just the campaign, but being here tonight. It was fun having everyone here to get your thoughts on all of this. Any final comments or notes from anyone?
I love you guys.
I love you.
I love you guys.
I love you all.
And I love you, random citizen.
God
guess-
damn it.
I guess like just happy anniversary and
Yeah.
thank you, Michael, for making this wonderful game and world and letting us explore it.
Aw.
Happy gay giving, everyone.
Yes, happy gay
Happy gay
giving.
Happy gay giving. Happy gay giving.
Happy Indigenous Peoples Day 2.0.
Yep.
Woo!
And with that,
And happy D&D.
happy D&D. With that, I guess we'll be back here next week with our regular game of Kingdom of Springkeep.
I'm
Bye.
so excited to play again.
So excited.